What is holding people back from delegating or outsourcing their task? Let's touch on that some. So, do you have something you want to start off there?
I think a lot of people, it's finances. If you feel that you're too much in your business, right? And you would like to give yourself some relief and you want to outsource, and then you look at your finances and compare it to, your everyday bills and then your business bills, and, you try to calculate to get someone and you just get overwhelmed. Like, okay, so what if it doesn't work out? You have to be positive if you're going to take the next step.
Well, I would say if you're a business owner, you're right. You need to definitely have a budget of whatever it is you need to do. But I will also say sometimes we don't see things because we're not looking for it. And the reason why I say it like that is just because sometimes, if you're waiting for that right moment, if you're waiting for you to see that you have this exponential amount of money to pay someone, you will never outsource. And quite honestly, is probably keeping you from getting that exponential amount of money, right? So it's some things in business you can't feel like you have to have everything perfect before you take that step. I think being a business owner in itself is nothing but a big risk, and you just have to get in the car and start driving, and sometimes you're not sure where your destination is. And not only that, you may be figured out your destination, but often it's going to change 15 times in that same journey. Outsourcing is the exact same way. Now, you can start off little, you can start off wherever, but there's several things that I would say people need to keep in mind. One, when you outsource or delegate, especially to a virtual assistant, they're a contractor. There is no commitment there except for whatever you agree to on that contract. This is not an employment situation where, yes, you can fire somebody in employment or you can lay them off, but it's a lot different because you have that commitment there. Honestly, there's no real commitment with the subcontractor. And I know I hate to say that because as a virtual assistant myself, we want to believe that our clients are going to be long term or, whatever the case may be. But the reality of it is that's actually one of the benefits of having a virtual assistant is that you're paying kind of sort of as you go. If you're a budget person, you have something in the budget. I would say if you feel like you are concerned financially, then you really may want to look at your budget a little bit differently. Do you have a business plan? I would say you should have one. And because when you start looking at how you want your business to grow, then there should already be a forecasted budget for that. So if you don't have that, then that can make you uncomfortable too. And you're kind of going by the, what do they call it? The seat of your pants, or you're just kind of flying with the wind. You're just kind of going with it, hoping that everything works out. And that doesn't usually make anyone feel any more confident. So I would say take your budgets and how you want your business to roll to another level that will help you. And then remember, it's your business. So you get to control what you want to pay for delegating or outsourcing. There are so many different options out there that this really shouldn't even be a concern either. There are people willing to intern. There are people that are willing to barter. Both of those things do not even cost anything. That's not even a financial cost. So you have that. Then, of course, just because you see that all these people are charging all this money, there's nothing saying you have to find those people. It makes more sense for you to know what you feel comfortable with and post that and see how many people are going to respond, because I guarantee you will have a handful of people. Go through them, see who's more aligned with you, and take those baby steps. At some point, you're going to have to find a way, because if you don't, you will actually stump your own growth in your own business, and you won't grow because you're only one person and you can only do so much, no matter how much we want to believe that we can do it all. And then, what also can happen is you might try to push yourself and say, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I can do it all. Things fall through the cracks, and then you actually start giving people poor quality, which not only is not going to allow you to grow or even, stump your growth, but you're going to actually start losing business. And you don't need a million VAs starting out. You only need one, maybe two. That's it. So you just need one or two people who's willing to have your back. People are just wanting that opportunity. And you got to remember that too. A lot of people, they just want to start. And maybe you can't offer them what you will be able to pay them in 3-4 years. But they just want to start. They just want that opportunity. So try not to look at it as in, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out, or I don't know if I can afford it. But look at it as, I have an amazing opportunity for somebody as well to help me build my business. And, in return, you're going to help build theirs. There's other benefits besides just pay. And you want to present your opportunity in that way. So when you get ready to delegate and outsource, make sure you're presenting it as an opportunity, because it is. Whatever your business is, you're going to be part of the front and center as I grow. And as you grow, hopefully that VA is really great with you, and then, they'll grow too. So their expertise grows as you grow, and all of that just falls into place. If you are a person who needs to have it done exactly how you would do it, and it can be done any other way, then you're going to have a problem growing. Nobody is like you as the business owner or CEO. Everyone's different. And again, it goes down to the results. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, are the results giving me what I need? Not maybe necessarily did the person arrive there the way I wanted them to. There's so many different routes to make it to an end destination. I suggest that you do trial runs. You put people on probationary periods, and you do not start off with anything extremely important. Just like trust in real life, we can take relationships. You meet someone, you're interested in them, you may take them to a coffee date in a public place, and both of y'all still got your cars, right? Just
Right.
in case it goes left. Um, that's okay, because I'm gonna go home. You could go home, and we can act like we never saw each other. Same idea. When you're bringing on someone new, start off with the trial period. Start off with something simple. Don't start off with something where your business is going to be so entangled in whatever they're doing. That way, if you need to have offboarding, it can be nice, simple, and smooth. Take baby steps. Do something simple, and then just continue to grow. As you get to know them, they get to know you. As you start to know their habits, then you give them more and more. Always, even if you're a solopreneur and you're thinking about starting to outsource, make sure that you've started to look into things like Password One, LastPass. Make sure you're starting to learn how to change ownerships on Google if you use that. Make sure that you're thinking about how to proactively protect your business, even if you haven't outsourced yet. Just think about that. Maybe instead of actually sharing the spreadsheet, maybe you want to make a copy and have them work off of that starting off, you know? Um but yeah, make sure you have those things in place. And then, like I said, they just slowly build up. Now, just like anything else, or we can go back to relationships, maybe after years you decide to get married, or 6 months, and you give them everything. There's still that possibility. It just may not work. So I don't
Very
care how
true.
long you've known someone and how much you love them and trust them, you know, things can still go south. So again, just make sure you protect yourself as much as possible. But being online, yes, there are some risks that never go away with that. And I personally do think that it's okay. But take your baby steps, push yourself. You have to trust people. You don't have to trust everybody, but in general, you do have to trust people. You're not going to lose your business because you decide to take a chance on outsourcing. You know, it's not the end of the world. And in many cases, it's not really even a big setback.